Hello, welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Lauren, and this is the morning routine. Welcome to my living room. It doesn't often look like this, but for Sundays it does. I have a coffee or a glass of water, my notebook, a mat, and a little bit of space, and myself. That's all you'll need. And some windows to look out and get distracted occasionally. We are going to get our whole body moving and woken up today. And then we'll breathe at the end today. Okay, so I'd like to save that for the end. Right now we'll get nice and warmed up. I also would like to tell you that I upgraded my internet, so I hope that really helps today and you don't see that whirly bird as much today. Let me know how that goes. Oh, that's a fast dog. And then that's it. That's all my statements. So let's get started. I'd like to start walking a little bit today. I'm going to start at the end of my mat. And all I'd like you to do is stay up tall, try to keep your eyes up, heel strike, roll through your foot, articulating your toesies as you put them down, bend through the back toe to bend those back toe knuckles, push up on them, gently roll over those toes, roll back, push through, heel strike, articulate through the front foot, trying not to look down but to feel what you're doing, bending toes, rolling over toes, rolling back over, and stepping through. Heel rolls through, bend back toes, roll over, roll back, step through. Last one as we get to the end of our mat here, bend, roll over. Now, I wanted to be tricky today, and I wanted to try going backwards back. So for this, I want you to step. I'd actually like you to try to curl your toes underneath, then roll them over and slow down. Take that front foot, place your toes curled over your toes, roll back. Push through that front foot. Bend back toes, roll over them, push through that front foot. Great, we're at the end of our mat. From there, sorry, my chart paper isn't up. Lateral and medial. Oh yeah, didn't even understand my own notes. We always walk on the normal parts of our foot. Can we think about walking on the outside parts of our feet? So right now I'm trying to put weight through the outside parts. I could almost all my weight there walking on the outside of my feet. Maybe you can't bear that much weight there. So what I would suggest is you take a little step, you push some weight in that outside ankle, and you roll back. Push some weight in the outside ankle, roll back. Trying that a couple times. If that feels okay, then maybe you can think about walking on that. Now, a little bit harder is the medial side. So on the medial side, when I take my step, I kind of just feel the balls of my big toes touching in the inside of my heel. Just walk through the medial part of your foot. Okay? 2 more walks. This time, up on toes, toes. High as you can, pull yourself up, straighten your knees, and walk on those toes. Toes, 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 toes. Come to the end. Slow lower down from those toes. And then let's walk back in our heels. Heels, heels, heels. Knees are straight, pushing ourselves forward. Heels, heels, heels. And then dismount. Oh, this next part's going to be nice. Standing on 2 feet. I'm going to back up a bit so you see my arms. I want you first just to reach up overhead. Reach as high as you can. You can even look up if you'd like. Reaching towards the ceiling, breathing, maybe shifting your weight a little side to side. Now think about coming up and over. And then back to center. Reach up again and over. Oh, come back to center. Just let your arms rest. From here, arms come back up. We reach up. We reach over. I want you to continue that over between 2 panes of glass as long as you can. And then you'll have to rotate and you'll round forward through your forward fold. You'll come to the other side, starting to open up. Your arm will kind of come over your head. You're between two panes of glass here as you pull yourself back up to tall. Let's try the other way. I reach up and over, side bend in between two panes of glass, pushing my hip out. I start to roll around through my forward fold. Then I open up, and I pull myself back out to tall. That felt so good. Let's do it again both ways. So reaching up first, up and over. I go as far as I can, then I'll have to rotate and round forward. I have a light interlock on my fingers here. Through my forward fold. See what it's like. Do you like your knees a little bit soft on that forward fold or straight knees? Then as I come to the side, I start to open up and I pull myself back up to tall. And one last time the other way. Up and over, side bend, and then I roll through the front in my forward fold. I start to open up again through the other side, and I pull myself back up tall, shaking it out. Excellent. From here, let's stay with on our mat, hands on hips. We'll get into our hula circles first. Soft knees, just start drawing circles around the room with your hips. Nice and slow. If you had chalk on your butt, you'd be trying to draw a perfect circle around here. I have my knees straight. I'm going the same direction for one more. And then I'll do the same thing the other direction for about 3. Pushing my hip out, back, side, front, 2 more, out, back, side, front, last one. Nice, finishing that nice hula circle all the way around. We're going to continue on our hips. I have a light chair as a balance aid. You could use a chair or something to hang on to, or find your own balance. Let's put that nice and center there. Great. Squeaky chair. Light grip, tall on my inside leg. All I want you to do is lift your outside leg, but only bring your heel as far forward as you can so that it can stay on the ground. I'll give you a little change in profile here. For me, that is only, my heel is almost in line with my other big toe. If I go any further, I start to get reaching or dumpy in that other hip. So I'm only about in line with my big toe. From here, on that heel, I want you to pivot. So externally rotate to show me your inseam. Back to center. Internally rotate to show me your outseam. One more time. Externally rotate. Show me that inseam. Internal rotation. Back to center. Now we're going to do the same thing but out to this side. Take that heel off to the side of your body, more in line with the other heel now, but again, not far away that you start getting this. So it's pretty close underneath us. Same rotations. Externally rotate to show that inseam, nothing else rotates. Back to center. Pivot in on that. Try not to let the foot do too much there. One more time. External rotation. It's your femur that's rotating. And then back through center, femur, big bone, internal rotation. Back to center, just pull that leg underneath. Let's do that right away from the other side. So we took a tall in the inside leg, if you're still using your chair. Bring that heel to the front. It's in line with your big toe-ish. Tall, externally rotate in that socket to center. Internal, trying to show the outseam of your pants. Center. Externally rotate, show that inseam. Center. Last internal. And center. Taking that leg underneath you and then to the side. Again, not that far away. Heels are in line, not too far away from you. externally rotate or pivot in that socket. Oh, see my hips are starting to turn, push them forward. Back to center, internal rotation. Back to center. One more time. Oh, that feels so good. External rotation, center, internal rotation, center. Pulling that leg underneath. Take a second from your hips. I'd like you to we're going to get back to our hips, so don't move your chair far. I'd like you to watch this for 1 second, and then you can join me in it. It's easier to watch and then do. I'm standing in a really small pool, and I'm going to dive into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach up towards the sky, just like we warmed up with. And then I'm going to start diving down. And to dive, I'm going to tuck my chin and forward fold as close to my body as I can, as if I'm diving into the pool that's only this big. At the bottom here, I'm going to keep my knees straight. That's a lie. I might slightly bend them. Yes, I'm going to slightly bend my knees, and I'm going to start extending my spine or flattening my back. With that, my arms are going to come beside me and start pulling me up out of the pool to extend back up to overhead. Okay, now you can join me. So standing up tall, reach towards the ceiling. Reach, reach, reach. Now start diving down in your tiny pool. Tuck your chin. Roll your vertebrae down. One vertebrae at a time. Roll down into your tiny pool. Touch the water. Slight bend in your knees. Start extending your spine like a hinge. So nice flat back. Arms reach back towards your hips and reach around to pull you up. One more time. Reach, reach, reach. Tuck your chin. Start diving into your tiny pool. Rolling yourself down. Roll, roll, roll. Take your time. Touch the water at the bottom of your pool. Slight bend in knees. Extended spine to reach long. Arms come back behind you. Lift yourself back up to tall. Reach. And then bring your arms down. I like that one. Tiny pool dives. All right, we'll get back to our chair today. Here. We're going to do some new, just a second. Let me just reorganize for 1 second. I decided I don't really want this out. This right now. Get out of here. Okay. There we go. We're going to do some new hips here. I could give them a ballet name, but then you might run away. But I'll tell you it anyway. It's called a fondu. You've done these things before. We're just going to link them a little bit differently. What I want, let's first do something we know. Point the outside leg out to the front. Start rotating it open so I see your inseam. Draw that circle to the side position. Stay tall in the inside leg. Internally rotate it. Finish the circle behind you. Roll over your feet and pull underneath. Let's repeat to the back. Point out the back, reaching long. Out of the socket as you come around the corner, pushing those hips through to the front, and then return underneath. We've done that before. Let's add to it. As we reach to the front with that outside leg, I want you to bend the knee of the inside leg, pushing the knee over the toe. We're going to bend the inside knee to push that leg forward. The leg is going to start to draw a circle around, as we know. As it starts reaching behind us, we're going to extend our leg up tall and pull underneath. Same thing to the back. As we reach to the back now, we're going to bend our inside leg. Knee comes forward, reach long. Out the back. As you start coming around to the side, it's still bent. But as you start coming around to the front, we extend and pull underneath. We're going to do the same leg. I'm going to give you a side profile here. Same leg. Tall, tall. Bend the inside leg to reach to the front. I'm still on a bent knee. I send my leg side. And as I pass that side position, I start coming up to tall and I pull underneath. One more time to the back. As I reach the back, my knee bends. I bend and reach. I stay bent as I draw that circle out. Whoops. As I start coming towards the front, that's when I extend and I pull the leg under. Great. Let's try it on the other side. Fondus. I think that's the right name. Ian would know. I think it's a fondue. Straight on the inside leg. Point to the front. We're on a standing straight leg this first time, just exploring the movement. Start gesturing out to the side with that side leg, reaching to the second position. As it reaches behind us, it slightly turns in and reaches long behind us, rolls over toes, pulls underneath. Same thing to the back, straight leg right now. Point, reach long, start drawing that circle out of its socket, pushing those hips forward, knee stays straight, comes to the front, underneath. We add a bend on the inside leg this time. Bend, other leg comes front. So we bend, knee comes front. We stay bent as we reach to the side. As we start coming behind us, we're going to extend so that when the leg is right behind us, we're tall. Pull underneath. Repeat to the back. Knee bends forward, you reach out the back. Stay long and low as you draw that circle around. Start thinking about, as it's going to come to the front, this leg is going to extend, pull underneath. Same thing, same leg. Again, I'll give that side profile. Same leg. Bend, reach front. Start drawing that circle around. As you get towards the back, you're going to extend, pull underneath. One more time to the back. Bend, reach long. Reach out of that circle. As you start coming to the front, we extend and end straight, pulling underneath. Great. You're a beautiful ballerina. So graceful. Me too. Well, I wrote fondue, so I'm pretty sure it's a fondue. Let's move this chair out of the way, if you had one. Clear the area. We're going to get ready for some core plank moves and some more of those single leg inspired movements. I'd like you to first hinge, and we're going to walk ourselves out to our high plank. Hinge. Slowly, hands find floor. Walk yourself out to a high plank. That means hands are under shoulders, toes are tucked, hips are high. Ready? Drop your hips, squeeze your butt, pull the floor together underneath you, hold 10 seconds. Squeeze your butt, brace your abs, push the floor away. 3, 2, knees come down for 1 second. Take a breath. Just so you know, I have a real time here with second hand, so that was a real 10 seconds. We're going to get ready to do it again in 3, 2, come back up, drop, squeeze, hold. 10, 9, 5, 4, don't let me move you. 3, 2, push your butt back. Start walking your hands back towards your feet, standing up via your hinge. We're going to continue on that drill that we just did, so that fondue drill, but we're going to do it just to the front here. What I'd like you to do is pick a leg, stand on it. For this, we're going to work on our ankle mobility and increasing, or I guess decreasing, this angle in our joint, in our ankle. That means you're going to reach with the other leg and you're going to send your knee over your toe. Push this knee over your toe. Think about extending those hips through. And then to stand up, push down, leg extends. Repeat. Knee bends, pushes forward, hips push through, tapping in front. Stand up tall, pull your kneecap up, squeeze your glute. One more time to the front. Knee pushes forward, hips are staying extended in that nice line right now. Standing up tall, driving your hip through, or your knee straight. Same thing other side. Stand tall. Knee pushes over your toe. Other leg reaches forward, but we're also extending our hip. So we have this line. Stand up tall, pull yourself up. Repeat. Knee pushes forward, hip is nice and extended. Hold, stand up tall. One more time. Knee pushes forward, hip remains extended. Noticing my legs are in about the same line. My quads are in line here. And then stand up tall. Shake it out. Whoa. Okay, we can talk about that later. All right, from here we're going to come down to the floor and get into our side plank. Get back to your hinge. Hinge. Walk yourself out. Come on down. Maybe I should have kept my mat out. We're going to get into our side plank here. Elbow underneath your shoulder. Hips stacked, knees stacked. From here, I want you to think about pulling your ribs away from the floor and then lift and pull those hips up and away from the floor. Yep, definitely should have kept the mat. All right, we're up here. Our hips are up. Let's take that top leg and extend it. Slightly internally rotate it and lift it and hold. Lift and hold that leg. Keep pulling those hips up. Keep pulling from those obliques for 5, 4, 3, 2, controlled descent. Down, same thing, other side. Only the floor is good for this though. Woo! Other side. That was actually really fun. Elbow underneath your shoulder, knees in line, hips stacked. Take that top arm, pull the ribs away from the floor. Keep pulling so your hips lift up. Hold. Top leg extends. Slightly internally rotates. Lifts up. Ribs are still pulling away from the floor. Lifting yourself up. You're right. I did not time this on the other side, so hopefully we'll be even. Let's hold for another 6, 5, 3, 2, leg comes down, slowly lower. Flip back to all fours here. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, come back up via your hinge. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Shins are vertical. Hips extend. Shake it out. Let me just have a little sip here. We're going to get back to that single leg activity. But we're going to reach to the side this time. I kind of liked that side profile because it showed you where my knee was going, so I'm going to do that again. I'm going to stand on my left leg and reach with my right. I'll change around a little bit here for you. My knee is going to go forward. My right leg is going to reach side. This time, you'll notice my butt's a little bit underneath me. This is allowed, but most importantly, my knee is over my toe. I don't want to see you really pushing your butt back. That's not this drill. Okay, let's do it again. Knee pushes over toe. Stand up tall. Knee pushes over toe. I'm lightly reaching with my other leg. Stand up tall. Let's do one more. As I reach and push this knee forward, don't let that knee collapse in. So keep forcing it out. Keep forcing it out. Stand up tall. Switch feet. Same thing other side. Tall on your standing leg. To initiate, knee pushes forward. Knee pushes forward. Tall, all the way up. You don't have to do all these rotations. Knee pushes forward. Tall to stand up. Did we do 3 or 4 on the other side? Probably 3 because it's my favorite number, but let's do 4 just to make sure. Last one. Knee pushes forward. You can see my leg trying to collapse in, but I'm going to push it out and then stand up all the way tall. Whew. All right, we have another plank. This I'm going to call a 3-point plank. So when we're in our high plank, if I'm on the ground here in my high plank, That's 4 points of contact. We're going to try to take away one of those points of contact, whether it be a foot, or hand, a hand. Let's first hinge and walk ourselves out to our high plank position. If a high plank is hard enough for you to hold with 4 points of contact, just stay there. Ready? Let's drop into that high plank, but squeezed, abs braced. From here, without twisting the bottle or letting the bowl of punch spill off your back, could you lift a foot and don't twist? 3, 2, place that foot down, switch feet. Lift a foot, don't twist. 3, 2, maybe stay, maybe try those feet again, or could you try lifting a hand and not rotating? 3, 2, switch hands, no rotating. 3, 2, back to center, hold tension. 3, 2, push yourself back up via your hinge, walk yourself, and stand up tall. Whew, you can hear that was a lot of work for me. I'm breathing very much. We're going to get one more lunge going, and that's going to be to the back. Sorry, one more single leg movement. I still want the exact same motion as our last two. That means we initiate by pushing our knee forward, our other leg is reaching back. If you need that chair, grab it. Standing tall on this leg, I'm going to push my right knee forward, but my left leg is reaching behind me. Still getting this angle decreased. And then I stand up tall, pull into my straw. Repeat. Knee pushes forward. I reach back. Stand up tall. One last time. Knee pushes forward. I reach back. Long out that back leg. And then all the way tall. Same thing, other side. Knee pushes forward. I reach long out the back. Oh, this side is a little bit harder or different for me. All the way tall. Knee over toe, knee over toe, knee over toe. There we go. I reach tall. Last time, this is for going down our stairs. Knee pushes out a little bit, but knee goes forward. Oh, yeah. And then all the way tall. Hopefully you weren't paying attention to me, but just yourself. But man, I got some more flexion on that last one. That was nice. All right, quick drink if you like. We're going to get into our some squat variations and some push-ups today for 3 rounds. I'd like to first start with our wide or a little bit of a sumo stance here. Feet slightly wider than hips, toes slightly turned out. This is the one where we're in our toaster. So we'll be up tall, we'll tuck our hips under, toasters on, slide yourself down the toaster, forcing those knees out. Let's just hang out here for the first time. Maybe you shift your weight side to side a little bit, you stay tucked, you check in with your spine, it's nice and upright, then you drive down to stand up. Let's do that again. Tuck under, slide yourself down. Now that we're here, I'd like to do a little bit of work on our hip. Can you kind of lift one heel and internally rotate or pivot to internally rotate that leg, and then externally rotate that leg or push it back? One more time, the same side. Internally rotate, and then open it up. You stay. Same thing, other side. Internally rotates. Remember, I have a lot of internal rotation, so if this doesn't happen, that's okay. But I don't have as much external rotation. One last time. Internally rotates. Externally rotates. Push down to stand up. One more, just regular. Tuck, slowly slide down. Push those knees out, hang out at the bottom position. You got lower than the first one. Drive down to stand up. Oh, that was work. We're going to walk out to our push-up position. First push-up activity today, 2 10-second negatives, either from your hands or your knees. hinge. Walk yourself out. Also, we gardened yesterday, pulled all the weeds in the garden for about 2, maybe even 3 hours. My hamstrings today, that hinge position. Whew. All right, 10-second descent, either from your knees or your toes. I'm going to do my first one from my knees for that modified position. So I'm going to tuck my hips under, pull my shoulders down. Here we go, 10-second descent. 10, 9, you always have to be moving. 8, you're keeping your chin in line, your abs braced. 5, everything's going to land at the same time. 3, 2, soft landing. Try to stay tucked. Keep that ab braced position. Push yourself back up. Either the same position or from a little bit harder or a little easier. One more, 10-second descent. 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, soft landing. Up is 1 unit. And then up via your hinge. Walk those hands towards your feet. Extend your hips. Shake it out. Whew. We are going to now take it into a drop back lunge. Standing on 2 legs. Step back with a single leg. As if you were for your get up down. So I'm up on my back toes. My hips are square forward. My back knee is slightly bent because I'm going to have to adjust here. I'd like you to take your pelvis and hike one side. So pull a hip up, pull a hip down. Pull a hip up, pull a hip down. Now think about that same motion, but forward back. Tilt a tail to the ceiling, tuck a tail under. Tilt a tail to the ceiling, tuck. Now keep that tucked position, hips square forward and level. 10-second descent. 10, 9, 8. Keep pushing that back hip forward. So we're going all the way down to the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2. Soft landing, stay. Keep squeezing this back cheek. Keep pulling the floor together with your legs. 5, 4, 3. Now push down to come back up with control. Step together. Same thing other side. First, drop back the other leg. Tall, tall. Level your hips side to side. And then forward back. Get that tuck position. Slowly start a descent. Stay tucked. Keep this squeezed. 8, 7, 4, 3. Keep this squeezed. 2, 1. Soft landing. Pull the floor together underneath you. Keep squeezing this back cheek. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Tension together. Up as 1 unit, no hands. Step together. Back to our push-up. In this push-up routine, you could do your 10-second negative again, or if you'd like something different, we're going to hold our stations 5 seconds each. So first we'll walk out to our top push-up position. Walk yourself out. Get in push-up position from your knees or your toes. Pull your shoulders down. Hold the high position for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now find mid station. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower station. 5, 4, 3, 2. Can we go back up to mid station? 5, 4, 3, 2. End in high station. 5, 4, 3, 2. Whew. Push your hands back. Walk them back. Extend. Stand up tall. That was some work. All right, crowd favorite here. Little second position, transfer of weight. Stand with your heels together, feet slightly turned out. Point a foot to a side. Notice when I point, I don't drop and reach. I just point this foot and then I place it down. From here, tuck, slowly come down into your little squat here. Again, for this, you're in your toaster. Don't get your butt burned. Push off of this leg to transfer your load into this leg, your bent knee. Point this foot and think about offloading this weight so you're standing on a single leg. Hold. 3, 2, ball of foot, heel, push through this leg to go this way. Hold. Think about transferring your weight. 3, 2, through the foot, transfer to the other side. Extend this leg, point the foot, transfer the load. Hold. Now extend the knee, hold that position. 3, 2, bend the knee again, toe ball heel, creep across, push to come over. Point that foot, hold this. 3, 2, extend the knee, hold. 3, 2, bend the knee, toe ball heel. One more time each side. Transfer, offload to a single leg, extend the knee. All right. Roll up. Find a balance on your toe. Hold. 4, 3, 2, safe down. Bend knee, toe ball heel, transfer across. Last time. Push, point, transfer, extend, roll up, hold. 3, 2, 1. Lower bend to second. Drive down to push up. Shake it off. Let's do one more set of push-ups. I want you to pick a number of push-ups in your head that you think you could do really well. Maybe that's 1. Maybe it's 5. I'm gonna pick 5. That's nice. Pick your number anywhere from 1 to 5 and do really good push-ups here. Man, somebody ordered skip the dishes. It's 9:30 in the morning. What do you even get? Okay, stop being a nosy neighbor. Hinge. Walk yourself out to push-up position. Pick your number from your knees or your toes, either one. Pack your shoulder, brace your abs, do that number really well. You're nice and flat like a board. You're keeping your abs and your butt squeezed. You're keeping your shoulders pulled down and your head in line. I also can't count and talk. Once you're done, walk your hands back towards your feet and stand up tall. One last time. That was some work there. Good job. I just need to wet my whistle here. I would like to do one last set of balances, and then we'll finish with a little breathing rotation drill. I'd like you to have a balance aid for this because I don't want you being a floppy moppy everywhere and trying to, whoa, catch your balance. So find something you can just tap on if you need it. And if you don't need it, don't use it. Parallel feet. Let's roll up to both points and hold. Squeeze your butt, pull your kneecaps up, look at something that's not moving and hold this for 3, 2, now stay. If you want an added challenge, offload to a single leg, but don't get any shorter. You shouldn't see my top not drop as I transfer and stand on a single foot. 3, 2, put the other foot back down. Make sure your toes are in line. Whoa, see, that's why you need your balance aid. Just hold on to it. Transfer weight. Same thing other side. Try to offload and hold the other foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, 2 toes down, 2 feet down, slow descent. Slow, 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 heels are down. Shake it out. That's not the last one though. Let's turn those feet out, heels touching, toes slightly out, roll yourself up again. Find this balance, hold. Maybe you stay on 2 feet and that's challenging enough. Work that challenge. If you'd like, when I transfer, I think about shifting my load over my single leg, and I find that balance, and I hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. I place the second foot back down. I try to transfer my load again, thinking about stacking, finding a balance, holding. 4, 3, 2. Foot comes back down. When we lower, are we going to end in the position we started? Yes. Great. 2 more balances, promise. From this position, point, articulate down for that foot. So now just a little wider balance. Ready? Roll up, 10-second hold. You stay up there. You stay up there, okay? When you're up in this position, I want you to keep thinking about pushing this part of your heel towards me. Push those heels forward. Don't let them go back. 3, 2, as you descend, keep your knees straight and keep pushing those heels towards me. Great. Transfer the weight to the inside leg. Take your outside leg, point it to the front, and just place it down in front of you. This is my distance between my front foot and my back foot. It's almost just a foot of mine. Okay. My fourth, my heels are in line for now. My knees are straight. One more time. Roll up into this balance now. Tall, tall. Could you think about one day shifting your weight into your front foot and transferring that load? And then could you think about shifting your weight to the back foot and transferring that load? Find the both feet again. Slow descent. We'll put the weight on our back foot. We'll point our front foot. Draw a half circle to the side. Pull it underneath. Your other leg, transfer the weight, point to the side. Draw that other leg to the front this time. Place it down. Check it out. You can look down here. Heels are in line. Toes, feet are slightly turned out. Not too wide. First, let's push down to go up and hold. Once you find stability, we thought about transferring our weight to our front foot and holding. And then we thought about transferring the load back to our back foot and holding. And then we put both feet down, weight even in both feet, slow lower. Push your weight on your back foot, point your front foot, draw a half circle, pull it underneath you. Wow, that got me a working. I'm gonna get my handy mat out here. We're gonna end up finishing on the floor here with our rotation and our breaths. We're gonna breathe and rotate at the same time here. Come on down, lying on your side. Excuse me. Bottom leg is straight. Oh, here we go. Bottom leg, oh, sorry, it got dark down here. Bottom leg is straight. Top leg is gonna come up and over you. Your top leg is in line with your hip or your belly button up here. Your bottom arm grips your top leg. Your top arm crosses your chest. First, I want you to gently crunch forward. Then I want you to reach long out of that crunch and think about reaching back and up behind you. So your head ends up on the floor, up and away from you. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Try to rotate. That top knee is still on the ground. It never leaves the floor. Close your mouth. I'd like you to breathe in and out your nose. Take a nice inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Try to roll as you exhale. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. One more time on this side. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale, pulling yourself back to center. Whew. Let's relax and do the same thing the other side. I felt that breathing a little bit different on this because your insides are kind of ringed out, but it felt nice. Like you had to force that breath to fill in your belly. Bottom leg is straight. Top knee comes up and over. Bottom arm grips that top knee. Our shoulders are stacked. We take our top arm across our body. We reach long out of our head and then back behind us to find the floor. Right here, stay stacked. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, roll. Mouth is closed. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 4. Trying to fill that belly. Exhale for 4. One more. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale, pulling yourself back to stacked. Find the floor. And just slowly push yourself upright. Well, I had a great time this morning. Thanks for joining me. My name is Lauren, and this is Bars and Bells. Tomorrow we are off, but on Tuesday we'll resume again with our kettlebell class at 5 p.m. And it is a little bit more of an advanced class, but you can always learn and do a body weight. If you'd like a more basic kettlebell class, that's Wednesday at 5 p.m. Check out our schedule. Check out our website at www.barsandbells.com. Like our videos. Stay tuned. Stay engaged, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for coming. Until next time, stay strong and get outside. Enjoy the beautiful day. Bye-bye.